started. Alrighty, so we're going to do a tutorial for Metal Storm. It's 15th or 16th game in the Big 20 number 4. Alright, so we'll just pop in right to the first level. A couple of things to go over for the mechanics for this game. Alright, so you can shoot. You just hold down B. It's automatically shoots. You can shoot in right, left, up, and down. And now, if you hit up and A together, it changes the gravity. So now we're on the ceiling. This comes into play a lot in some of the other stages. And then, once you're up here, if you walk off a ledge, you fall up. So you're going to fall up, the gravity is totally reversed. And then just to get down, you do down and A. You can do it out of a jump. So we use that a little bit in the second stage. There's a couple of power-ups that we pick up along the way. They're little red circles with a letter on them. The A is the armor power-up, which we're going to probably pick up most of the time. Alright, we can just start going through this first stage. First screen's pretty easy. Just go along and kill all these Goombas. And then I go on the ceiling here. You just hold right and shoot, you're fine. You can kill this guy if you want. We can see our first power-ups here. Just kill that guy however you want. There's the A for the armor. That gives us an extra hit. This is a one-hit death game. So if you get shot or hit by any enemy, you're going to die. It makes a really cool explosion. So the A gives us a free hit before we die. So we're going to pick that up right away. And the G, which is the gravity flame, which makes you invulnerable while you change gravity, which can be really important. So I just walk along the ceiling here, drop down, kill that guy, drop up, kill that guy, down, up. And now you'll see these has an arrow pointing down, which means you can only go through it by jumping through it. So you just go through like that. Now since we picked up the armor, you're supposed to like fight this tall guy. You can just run right into him and it takes your armor but it kills him instantly. And that's the first stage. First stage is pretty straightforward and easy. First boss, incredibly easy. You just line up right here, and then you come up here and shoot. That's the entire first boss. The first stage is incredibly easy. Alright, second stage. This is where the game starts to get a little bit more trippy with like this how the stage goes about. So all this above and below is interconnected, and the whole screen scrolls. So I kill these guys. I go on the ceiling here because it's faster. The P power-up is this, I forget what it stands for, but it's this powered-up weapon, which instead of your little pea shooter, you have this. It does double damage, I think. Now, in this stage, the gimmick is these green guys. As soon as you jump in between them, they're going to close. So you have to jump real quick in between these guys. If you are too slow in your jump, they're just going to squash you. And you can't kill them. Just do this part upside down. Kill that guy. It's a little bit confusing, but if you just watch the route, it gets pretty straightforward once you figure it out. This part, I should mention you have 2 lives, but you have unlimited continues in this game. If you game over, you lose. Like if you die, you keep this weapon power up, but if you game over, you lose it. So there's a 1-up right there if you want to actually get it. I've never actually gotten this before. Now the gimmick for this part of stage 2 is these doors. They only move when you change gravity. And if you touch them, they will instantly kill you, whether you have armor or not. It counts as crush damage, so it just instantly kills you. So this guy, you just jump, and in the air you change. This is one of the more puzzly levels. Oops, and we died. I think I got that extra life. It takes a little while to get used to not changing gravity while you're like in the way of the doors, but you get used to it. So this one, you just drop down here, jump up. You can jump up all the way, or you can just fall. And then we pick up armor right here. And we're gonna hopefully hold that armor until the stage 3 boss to make him a bit safer to quick kill. So yeah, this part, you just follow the route. And this part, I jump and shoot that guy. Keep going, just run, shoot that guy. And we got that. So then we're to the second boss. The second stage is pretty short. Once you figure it out, it's not too tough. This is the strat for this boss. You go too slow. They fire a bit more like out of sync. They start off the same every single time. Now if you get it good, you can kill that first head before he shoots. But yeah, if you just play it safe on, if you get too greedy on this boss, they can kill you like pretty easily. Alright, stage 2, that was easy. So now we got stage 3. So the kind of gimmick with this stage is that there are these like rail cars that are traveling the entire time. They're on a set interval. Like you'll see, they'll just come along at their set interval. So if you start off the stage, you don't slow down at all. They're going to be exactly the same every single time. So I usually just jump up, keep running, drop. I jump and shoot. Now we have the gravity flame again, so we can just instantly kill these guys if we want, or shoot them. All right, now up there is the shield power up. We're not going to get that ever because it's not very useful. Now, if you took a hit somewhere in stage 2 and you need to pick up another armor, there's one right here. Oh, and we lost it. I'll start that over then. So we just run along. You can shoot all these guys if you want. Just jump, shoot while you're in the air. Jump, shoot while you're in the air. Pick up the armor. And if you get like mixed up on like the cycle you're on, like if you're used to a certain cycle in this stage, you can just wait till another car comes that's on the cycle you're used to, and then you'll be back right on the pattern you're used to. Alright, so this screen, gravity up, gravity down to kill that guy. We get up here. Because we want the P weapon. We're getting rid of the gravity for this. Now this thing, we'll see these again in stage 6. They have like this beam you can't get through. The only way to get through is to change the gravity. And the fastest way through this is to come to this bottom route. Oop, and we got hit. That's fine. The risk of doing this bottom route is accidentally bumping your head on the spikes. and then you make it all the way here. So I can show the... I'll show what the boss does if you don't do the quick kill. So this boss, he's only can take damage when his eye is open. So he'll follow you around, and you have to run away if you don't get the quick kill. And he takes a good while to kill like this, or not. I guess that doesn't take that long if you have the powered up weapon. There's a slightly quicker kill that I would line up like this. After this laser goes, then I go up, then I go over. That was the slightly safer way to get up here. If you have armor, you would just go straight through him and burn your armor and then line up. And then there's an even faster one. If you just hold up an A and then you do like a little wiggle, you can get past him like that. And it gets him in the easy 1.5, 2 cycle. That's stage 3. You just have to get used to the intervals that the cars come along, and if you're not sure what interval you're on, just wait and kill the car to be safe. Easiest kills, just stand under. Alright, let's try that. Oh yeah, that works pretty good. Yeah, that's if you don't feel like going through the lasers, that's a super safe. It only loses you 1 cycle, so it's only like maybe 4 seconds lost. Yeah, that's super easy. Good call. But if you happen to carry armor to that boss and you want to eventually go for the wrong warp in the next stage, you're going to have to lose the armor. Alright, so this is stage 4. Stage 4 is an auto-scroller. Very important to not die on the auto-scroller. There are a couple of wrong warps on this stage, which I'll go over after. You just do the regular route. You can just stand here and you'll pick up the armor. Here you gotta go to the ceiling or else they'll crush you. You gotta line up these guns. See if I remember this. I usually just skip this auto-scroller. Just stay at the top. Shoot that guy. Down, shoot that guy. Shoot these guys. They do shoot a weapon at you, but you can block it with your shot. You always want to target the one that spawned the most recently. That's the safest way, and that's it for that part. Now the quickest kill for this boss, did I save? Okay. Is to just fire left here, and you jump and shoot down on all these. That's the quickest way. But I'm sure you can just jump and then dodge all these guys. Just find a way that's like comfortable for you. But this is the quick way. Jump, and you don't want to start shooting until they're actually under you, or else you probably won't kill them. Alright, then we got the second half of the auto-scroller. Go up here, pick up the armor, shoot that guy. You just have to dodge all these shrimp guys. And we picked up armor just for safety. Oh, in case something like that happens. we're just dodging everything. You can kill these guys if you want. Shoot these walls. We line up in the middle. There's going to be 2 more that show up. You can only damage them when they're like fully intact. This part I line up all the way on the right. I shoot up, kill this guy, shoot left, and I go across, and I go back, shoot the guy on the right. As soon as he's dead, go back to the left. And you're pretty safe. And yeah, you just have to remember what's coming in the auto-scroller. Alright, now the easy kill for this guy is to kill the bottom toothpaste guy, kill the top toothpaste guy, and then you can focus all your energy on the middle guy. You don't beat the boss until that thing's dead. So yeah, once again, you just go over, shoot down, you shoot up, and then just take your time and you can kill this guy however you want. If you leave those 2 guys alive, they can really mess with you. Alright, now the quick kill for this guy is pretty neat. It's not too tricky. So you start out shooting up, shoot left, shoot up, and then you have to sort of wiggle right next to this guy in between the toothpaste and him. It's a little bit tight, but if you practice it a little bit, it's actually not terribly difficult. Main key is you just sort of wiggle, you sort of tap along. You don't hold down, or else you'll likely to run into either the toothpaste or the red guy. See, that was even a little bit slow, and I still got it. So yeah, that's stage 4, auto-scroller. Not a whole lot to say. Just have to remember what's coming along. There's a death at one of the auto scroller sections, like at the end of one. It's gonna cost you like 50 seconds ish, around there, if you die. Alright, so we got 5-1. Now the gimmick with this stage is these laser guys, and they follow you whichever side you're on. There's also this thing chasing you if you go too slow. The safe way is to just go along and just kill all of them. You really do not want to get too greedy in this stage, or else it'll make you pay. Now if you need an armor right there. There is a fast way through the stage, which I'll show. When you get here, you want to get that Crusher. Crusher power-up kills all the enemies on screen. Kills like these 3 laser guys. It gets rid of a ton of lag right here. 5-1's pretty easy. This stage is pretty straightforward. As long as you don't do anything like really risky. If you happen to get hit on 5-1 after you get the armor, there's another one right there. This part you can just run along. You're gonna have to wait for those lasers to get out of the way though. This is Lag City right here. I get on the ceiling and kill that guy because he's the biggest threat. And you drop down. After these 3 guys, you get on the ceiling. You want to kill that guy. There's like 1 pixel where you can hit this guy from the side. And you want to make sure these lasers are off before you drop, because there's another one you don't see. And he'll hit you right away. So yeah, stage 5 is pretty easy. Now this is the stage 5 boss. This guy, he seems like he's very random. Like you don't know what he's gonna do, but if you fight him the exact same way every time, he'll react the same way. Having armor for this guy is really helpful. So once you put a certain amount of damage on this guy, he's going to change forms to this red guy, who his shots will chase your position. And once you kill this guy, or do enough damage, this green guy comes out. Who does these? These at you. And then he's just going to cycle back through them all. So if you go too slow, like, you're likely to get caught in a... Alright, now he's changing a lot, because I put a good amount of damage on him. But I don't think that's the safe way. I don't think sitting back is necessarily safer. If you have the armor, you run right up to like right here, and you're gonna jump. I did it too late, but you line up just in front of him, and as soon as you get in front of him, you jump 4 times, and you're shooting. Then you line up right here on the edge, and you just shoot straight up. And we have the armor. That's why we got the armor, to take that hit. But you have to be lined up on the very edge. So it's a little bit tricky, but this boss requires the most practice out of any of them. But I mean, once you figure that out, it's super nice to not have to worry about him. You jump. On the last 3 jumps, you're shooting because he can't take damage on the first jump. Now there's a way you can do this if you don't have the armor. You start it the exact same way. 4 jumps. And you still line up over here. But after the green phase, you run away. Because you can't take the hit. And that's how you do that fight if you don't have armor. So yeah, stage 5, the key through the stage is to just not be too greedy with the lasers, going through the lasers. Yeah, you gotta do the toenail over the edge. But you have there's a couple of pixels you can stand on. It's more than a couple. Like, you can be, oops, yeah, if you go too far, you fall into the spikes. So yeah, this boss definitely requires the most amount of practice just to get used to him. But since I do damage to him, like, the exact same way, see how far out I can be? He has the exact same behavior every time. But yeah, that would be the boss that I would recommend practicing the most on. For sure. Alright. Stage 6. This is actually technically the last stage. There's a stage 7, but that's just all the boss refights. Alright, so the gimmick with this stage is that the stage is scrolling. You go out the top, you come out the bottom. This stage is really trippy until you figure it out. So you start out, you gotta go upside down, then back right. What I do a full jump there, full jump, shoot that guy, and I fall all the way. I shoot these guys on the way up. You actually want to try and kill that fish guy, because it causes a lot of lag right here. Alright, so I'll do that again. This stage, you pretty much just need to figure out whatever way works for you to get through it. Because it's, there's like a ton of different paths you can take through it. So I just hold right here on the little platform, full jump, shoot, fall all the way, jump to the blue platform, shoot. I shoot all these guys up. I flip here and shoot this guy, because he causes a lot of lag if you don't kill him. And then you have to flip one more time to go through here. You have to flip immediately, or else this guy's gonna get you. And we just keep going. Now here we got another armor, which we're going to carry that all the way to the boss refight. So you just have to be careful, because like if you try and jump from here, you're going to jump up and hit that guy. Yeah, you can just fall forever if you go into a gap. Now what I do, I go this top way, shoot those two guys, jump that guy, and then I just hold right. You land, shoot, kill that guy if you can. Oop. Shots are screen wrapping. Now from here, what I do is I go walk off, go upside down. We go here, here, and then we're trying to get to that blue platform. So we flip there, walk to the edge of this one, flip again, go over here, flip again, and that's how you get through there. And yeah, that's that stage. I'll do the whole stage fast now, the way I would usually do it. There's a bunch of different ways to get through the end of that second screen. So I flip, flip, walk, walk, jump off the short, full jump, fall down, jump to the blue, shoot these guys if you want. I just shoot them for fun. Shoot that guy if you can. As you see, causes a bunch of lag right there. Flip immediately. And then you can just, if you just hold right from up on this platform, you'll pick up the armor. I go here, I go the top route, other people go the different route. Hold right. I kill that guy. Sometimes his shots can get in the way. We fall off, go upside down, jump, jump. Fall to the blue, fall to the other blue, and fall to the end. So yeah, that's that entire stage. This is another one where you just have to memorize where all the enemies are and figure out an easy path that you can get through it. Alright, so we got the boss. This can be one of the trickiest bosses until you know what you're doing. Alright, so you see these guys have a little like portal on their side, like in their head area. It looks kind of like a brain. Alright, you see if I shoot this one, it closes. You have to do that for all of them. You can only hit them when their little eye portal thing is open. So you're just jumping along. If you touch the ceiling, or touch the floor, or I think even touch the wall on this, it kills you. So you have to use these guys as a platform. Alright, 3 hits, they turn red. That means the next hit is going to destroy them. So you want to strategically destroy them, because if you do it wrong, you're going to fall. So you want to do 1, 2, 3. This one is, yeah, I think pretty confusing, like what you're trying to do the first try. But after that, it gets a lot easier, and it becomes trivial eventually. You want to try and get hits on them like as close together as possible. So you just go 1, 2, 3. Never shoot out the one right below you. Alright, then we got the final stage, 7, which is actually just all the bosses again. There's literally no difference. If you happen to game over in 6-2, there's no chance to get another P power-up before the boss. So, if you need one, there's one right there. We don't pick up any of those others. The bosses are exactly the same. They're not changed at all. So you just fight them exactly the same. It's nice. This is like one less stage you actually have to learn. And that's how you do that guy You can do them just a little bit faster than that, but that's pretty solid. We got this guy. We'll do that safe strat. Because we want to keep that armor that we picked up in 6-2. We want to keep it so we can do the quick kill on the stage 5 boss again. All right, we'll do the fast kill this time. Or if you want to do the slow one, you do shoot down, kill that guy, shoot, kill the upper toothpaste guy. So yeah, hopefully you carried the armor all the way here, which it's not. Oops, I screwed up. Oh, now we're gonna improv it. I don't know what he's gonna do now. But you just fight him exactly the same if you have the armor. You run up, do 4 jumps, then get on the pixel. Then we fight the platform boss again. It's easy once you know what you're doing and you play it safe. The nice thing about this boss rush that we're in, if you happen to die in game over, you don't have to fight any of the bosses that you already defeated. So if I were to die on this guy, it would take me right to this fight. And we have the hardest final boss in video games right here. This guy has 4 cores that you have to destroy. Just run over, go under him, and that would be time. The hardest final boss. So yeah, that's pretty much how you get through the game. You have to just figure out what places you don't feel comfortable and you have to play it safe. Because with one-hit deaths, you want to have an armor most of the time, so you can have just an extra hit. All right, so now we're gonna go over the wrong warps. So we have there's 5 wrong warps, but there's only 4 that I'm gonna show you. All right, this is the first. The first one is in stage 4-1, the first auto scroller. So the way the wrong warps work is that any place you can pick up armor and take damage from an enemy at the same time, you can do a wrong warp. So you need to be able to pick up the armor and get hit by the enemy on the same frame. If you can do that, you will get a wrong warp. And this one, that is what it looks like. It warps you straight to the mid-boss of the stage. So what I like to do is I like to line up with my front toe right on that brick, right on like the line of that brick. So I'll line up right on that brick. And then I jump and hold right at a particular time. And if you can manage to hit the armor and the enemy at the same time, you'll get warped right to, it's a little bit tricky. There it is. Yeah, there is a second loop that's pretty ridiculous. The key is to just find a spot that works for you. Yeah, the risks of this, if you miss this one, if you're like too early, like you picked up the armor before you hit him, you lose no time. So I think this one is very worth going for. If you go too late, you get killed like that, and you lose about 15 seconds. So that's the only downside for going for that one. There's a couple things that can prevent you from getting the wrong warp. If you happen to pause at any point on this stage, if you happen to die on this stage before I hit this, if you continue from a game over, I think that's everything. If any of those things happen, it will not work. And that goes the same for all the rest of the wrong warps. And now, if you happen to get this wrong warp, like that, you have an opportunity to get a second wrong warp in this stage, which is right away on the second part of the auto-scroller. So what I do is go straight to the ceiling like this, and now we need to take a hit from that guy that flew by, and get hit by with the armor at the same time. So you need to try and find a visual cue. I think this is the hardest one out of all of them. You need to find a visual cue for when to just hold right, like that. And if you get it, you get warped here. Right to the boss fight, you can skip both of the auto-scrollers in this. Now the risk for missing this one, there is none. If you mess it up, I don't think it's possible for you to die. You just lose the armor immediately, which means you have to be more careful on the rest of the auto-scroller. But there's actually like a couple different positions you can get the wrong, like that's the middle. You can get it lower or higher on getting hit on your body. So if you happen to get the first one, I would absolutely go for this one, because why not? There's nothing to lose. You will not lose any time. Unless you need the armor to get through the stage. What? 3 times in a row. Go for the toe. Now, yeah, you can go like really late and he barely hits your toe. I don't go for that one though. Because it's easier to just whiff and not even hit him. Yeah, so that's the second one. Both of these, both the warps in this stage combined save about 1:40. So they're not insignificant at all. So you have a 15-second risk if you die on the first one. But if you get it, you save 50 seconds. And most likely you're not going to die. Alright, so now there's one in 5-2. Which is right here. It's on the second screen of stage 5. You have to get in this spot where the armor is. And you have to wait for this wall to come and kill you. Now if you do it just right, you can pick up the armor and get hit at the same time by that guy. This is the one that I would not recommend doing in the race. I think this is the easiest one. But this one only saves, if you have a good boss fight, it only saves 10 seconds. And you don't have your armor for this guy. So you have to fight him without armor. So you just find a certain visual cue for when the laser thing passes that, you just go. I line up, I bonk my head on this thing to make it the same every time. and I'm usually like 90% with that one. So this one could save 10 seconds if you do like the whole stage and boss fight good. But if you miss it, you lose 35 seconds. So I don't think this one is very worth it to go for. For only 10 seconds, the chance to lose over half a minute. Granted, it is the easiest one, but you can still miss it. And you have to fight the boss without armor. So that's the third one that you could go for. The fourth one is on stage 6-2. So remember, we picked up this armor before. If you take damage from these spikes at the same time you pick up the armor, you can do a warp right to the boss. I think this is probably the second hardest one. Oh, that was pretty close. I don't know how many tries it's going to take me to get this. Nope, too far. There it is. It's pretty hard because you have less of a visual cue because the screen is scrolling there. And then that just takes you right to the boss. The downside for this one, if you go too early and you die, then it just starts you right back here. And you can even just pick up the armor again. So that'll cost you like 10 seconds if you die there. But if you go too early, you pick up the armor, you can just keep going. And it won't really cost you any time. But once again, you won't have the armor. If you get this warp or you miss the warp, you won't have the armor for the boss refights. Yeah, this one's really tricky. It's just because everything's moving and there it is. It's a lack of a strong visual cue. So yeah, that's the 4 wrong warps. You can choose to go for them if you want. I would personally recommend probably going for the first 2. Once again, you can only get the second one on the auto-scroller if you get the first one. See, if you get out of whack here, you could screw yourself over. You'd have to do some fancy maneuvering if you don't have all 3 of them available at the same time. Alright, so I think we're just going to do a full run. I'm not going to go for any of the warps. Just so we can go over everything again. Alright, here we go. This stage, you just run along, shooting all the Goombas. You don't really have to shoot any of these, I just shoot them for fun. Because this first stage gets boring. A full run and a world record. I don't know about that. So yeah, you can jump and do you don't even have to go up there to collect those. You just do a good height jump. You can collect them without going up there. Drop down, drop up. This you can flip at the height of your jump and you don't even have to stop. And I actually did manage to get all 4 of those frame perfect wrong warps in a run last night, which was pretty silly. Because yeah, they're all frame perfect. If you die, the run is over. Stage 2, this is the one with the crushers and the doors on the second one. So I jump up, flip down because it saves time, flip up, flip down, flip up, flip down. And then this part, as I fall, I flip just to get a head start on being upside down there. This part you can just run, 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 and flip at the top. But like once you get a feel for this game, you start to move a lot faster, and it gets really, really fun. We picked up the armor there to hopefully hold for the stage 3 boss, or just for safety if you get screwed up on stage 3. So we got this boss, all the different heads. Ooh, there's the bad break strat. You can kill that first head. Ooh, almost died. You can kill that first head right away if you do a double tap. Like right as you start being able to shoot, you can kill that head before it shoots. It's kind of tight, but if you do it just right, you can get it almost every time. This stage, you should be able to just hold right the entire time. We picked up the gravity thing. And if you're holding right the entire time, these guys' patterns are going to be exactly the same. So you only have to memorize the one pattern. You can get through here with one movement. This sets up everything nicely. Like, I know where all these guys are going to be. There's the fast pattern there. The bottom route. Now, if you have the armor and you want to go for the wrong warp, you have to burn it off here. So that's what I would do if I had the armor and I was going for the wrong warps. And I wanted to burn it off there. But we're not going to go for the wrong warps. We're just going to go through the regular auto-scroller. Pretty much the only key for the auto-scroller is just don't die. As long as you don't die, you're going to be good. You won't be losing tons of time. We're not going for it. Just hug the left and you'll pick up the armor automatically. Flip. Shoot to kill these guns. You can just chill on the ceiling here, because there's a gun you gotta kill. I don't even know what that thing is. Oh, there you see, shot at his projectile.